your connection in Southern Oregon and Northern California. This is News 10 at 6.
An emotional response to a News 10 story we aired last night. Community is reacting after hearing one local cancer patient's fundraiser money was taken away by debt collectors tonight. The other side of the story. Good evening. I'm Trish Close.
I'm Rick Tillery. Thanks for joining us. After airing the story about Darren and Teresa Wilder, our viewers reacted with hundreds of comments on our social media pages.
The couple had money in an account that was then taken by a local credit service. News 10's Ashley Carrasco spoke to the company that collected the money and reveals what they have to say about the whole thing in tonight's top story at 6.
I feel like Bubble Boy.
Darren Wilder has stage 3B non-Hodgkin's lymphoma mycosis fungoides. In October, Pizza Schmitza raised $85 to go toward a cancer fund for Wilder. A few weeks later, the money was collected by Southern Oregon Credit Service to pay off Wilder's past due hospital bills. His wife, Teresa, couldn't believe it.
It was very upsetting because it's the only funds that we have to take him down to California and back.
The community was furious too. After News 10 aired and posted the story, we received dozens of angry comments on our News 10 Facebook page. Brian Watkins, the president of Southern Oregon Credit Service, says his company was flooded with similar calls.
Very nasty, all anonymous, threatening us and calling us a host of names.
Watkins says he understands the frustration of financial struggle, but he wants people to understand the company is only doing its job.
As a creditor, you don't know the names on the accounts when you're sending the garnishment. All you're doing is sending, here's people that owe us money, this is on the judgment. You send that in, and the bank is required to match up any owner of any account to those names on your judgment. So whether they have something special on the name of the account or not, we don't know, and the bank isn't required to do anything with that.
One of the biggest struggles collectors face is people ignoring their calls. If those who are in debt work with credit collectors, Watkins says they can find a solution such as a payment plan. If there's no communication, there's not much they can do.
Without knowing for sure what people are doing or what's going on in their life, sometimes we have to take a little bit more assertive measures to try and get their bills paid.
When all is said and done, Watkins says the company wants the best for everyone.
We take this stuff seriously. We work for a lot of caregivers and healthcare providers, and the idea that we would do something untoward is it's not true, for one thing. And there's also, like I said, more to it than what meets the eye.
To prove just that, Southern Oregon Credit Service has donated $200 to help Wilder with his cancer treatment. Watkins says he never wants anyone who's struggling to feel like his company is the enemy.
That this is just a good faith effort on our part to say, hey, here's somebody in need, and we're going to help them.
Covering your news, Ashley Carrasco, News 10.
Watkins says a law changed in Oregon in 2009, not allowing debt collectors to take Social Security, disability, unemployment, or retirement funds. Tell us what you think about this story. Like News 10 on Facebook and leave a comment on our page.